You pick up your phone for one notification. 2 minutes pass. You're still scrolling endlessly. Another post loads, another video autoplays. A new recommendation appears automatically. It feels innocent, but apps aren't built to inform you. They are engineered to trap you inside, because attention is now the world's most valuable currency, and every extra second in the feed turns it into profit. Modern phones feel like perfect tools for staying informed and connected. You carry constant access to information in your pocket. News arrives instantly through notifications whenever events break. Messages connect you to friends without delay or missed conversations. Apps deliver exactly what you searched for previously, often before you ask again. The interface stays familiar across platforms and updates. Hold to refresh loads fresh content reliably every single time. Feeds surface familiar faces, voices, and interests you already follow. Swiping feels effortless and immediately rewarding with new items. Short videos match your proven watch history and play instantly. Checking notifications becomes completely automatic throughout the day. One glance confirms nothing urgent waits behind the alert. Scrolling surfaces low-effort entertainment during any pause. Time spent feels entirely voluntary and light without pressure. Attention flows naturally into the next item without resistance. The routine integrates seamlessly into every break and transition. Phones accompany meals, commutes, work gaps, and quiet evenings. Sessions blend into background habits that feel productive. No force appears to demand your presence. No barriers block exit when you choose to stop. The system rewards brief, predictable engagement every single time. Small dopamine hits arrive from likes, comments, and views. Each interaction reinforces the pattern quietly. Sessions end when you decide, or so it appears. The design conceals deeper structural incentives completely. Focus returns to real tasks without apparent cost. This cycle repeats dozens of times daily across devices. Nobody questions the familiarity of the pattern. Phones become extensions of natural curiosity and social needs. The routine feels optimal for modern life demands. Every element aligns with human attention patterns perfectly. Everyone accepts phones as neutral efficiency tools. They solve real problems daily without complication. Notifications prevent missed opportunities from work or life. Feeds curate content better than traditional media ever could. Algorithms know your tastes better than friends do now. Swiping delivers instant access to global knowledge and trends. Short sessions boost productivity during dead time effectively. Commuting, waiting, or breaks fill with useful updates. Multitasking across apps feels like expanded capacity. Attention splits without losing overall control or focus. Phones extend human limits through constant connectivity. Nobody imagines core design conflicts with user goals. Tech leaders frame apps as user-first innovations publicly. Features roll out as improvements to daily experience. Updates promise smoother performance and smarter recommendations. User data fuels better personalization over time steadily. The belief holds that voluntary use equals full control. Platforms compete to deliver the most relevant experience. Slight addiction concerns get dismissed as personal weakness. Most users report higher satisfaction year over year. Screen time tools even let you monitor usage patterns. Self-regulation proves the system respects boundaries naturally. Phones empower more than they ever constrain users. The narrative aligns perfectly with observed behavior. Everyone scrolls freely until external duties call. Platforms survive by capturing human attention at scale. Every second spent scrolling generates direct revenue. Advertisers pay precisely for eyeballs on targeted content. Longer sessions mean higher ad impressions and clicks. Apps optimize every interface element for maximum dwell time. Developers measure success through daily active users first. Retention metrics dictate feature prioritization entirely. Autoplay extends views without user decision points. Infinite feeds eliminate natural stopping cues completely. Notifications pull dormant users back into cycles.
Revenue models reward platforms that beat human willpower naturally. Top apps capture 3 to 4 hours daily from average users. Competition forces constant refinement of engagement tactics. Teams A/B test colors, sounds, and timing relentlessly. The best performers scale to billions in valuation. User growth becomes the ultimate business metric. Viral loops spread apps through social sharing built in. Features mimic brain reward pathways deliberately. Platforms that release attention lose market share fast. Investors demand proof of sticky user behavior quarterly. Every update strengthens the pull on fragmented focus. Design choices align perfectly with profit incentives. Short-term user satisfaction supports long-term capture goals. No platform thrives by prioritizing quick exits. Attention alignment drives trillion-dollar industries forward. Every app balances user satisfaction against revenue needs. Brief sessions limit ad exposure and growth potential. Platforms trade short-term convenience for long-term engagement locks. Notifications trade immediacy for constant context switching costs. Infinite feeds trade curation quality for endless availability. Autoplay trades decision fatigue relief for involuntary time extension. Personalized recommendations trade relevance for predictive behavior modeling. Social proof elements trade authenticity for compulsive checking cycles. Each feature solves one friction while creating another quietly. Users gain frictionless access but lose focus continuity. Developers gain predictable revenue but erode user autonomy over time. The trade-off favors platforms with data advantages always. Human attention becomes inventory in exchange for free services. No neutral design exists under profit pressure. Early versions prioritized utility over stickiness minimally. Modern iterations invert that priority completely through testing. Trade-offs compound across apps into systemic overload. Single-purpose tools evolve into multi-hour platforms steadily. The exchange feels invisible during voluntary use. Structural trade-offs reward scale over user sovereignty. Platforms capturing more attention attract more developers and advertisers. Smaller apps exit markets without engagement parity. Trade-off logic scales to dominate entire categories. User benefits erode as competitive forces tighten. Notifications fragment attention into 15-second bursts daily. Each alert demands cognitive switching costs that accumulate. Dopamine anticipation overrides rational dismissal instincts. Apps learn optimal timing through collective user data patterns consistently. Interruptions double when paired with personalized content delivery. Infinite scroll removes natural endpoints from browsing sessions. Pulled to refresh conditions users to expect constant novelty. Autoplay eliminates pause friction between content items entirely. Variable reward schedules mimic gambling mechanics precisely. Engagement metrics guide real-time algorithm adjustments ruthlessly. Background processes preload next items before conscious choice. Screen brightness adjusts to match ambient lighting automatically. Haptic feedback reinforces every swipe and tap response. Social reciprocity pressures compel immediate reply cycles. FOMO triggers activate during peak usage hours consistently. Cross-app data sharing predicts vulnerability windows accurately. Machine learning models evolve faster than user adaptation. Constraint mechanisms compound across device ecosystems seamlessly. Single notifications cascade into multi-hour displacement patterns. Focus reconstruction requires 23 minutes per interruption on average. The mechanism tightens through network effects over time. Platforms coordinate indirectly through shared behavioral benchmarks. User resistance data refines capture efficiency continuously. Constraints embed deeper with every software update cycle. Attention becomes collateral in algorithm optimization wars. Fragmented attention shrinks deep work capacity permanently. Single tasks now require constant reorientation overhead. Creative output drops 40% under multi-app switching loads. Mental bandwidth narrows to handle interruptions exclusively. Long-term projects become structurally impossible to sustain. Decision fatigue compounds from endless micro-choices daily. Scroll decisions multiply into thousands of tiny commitments. Willpower reserves deplete before major life choices arrive. Reactive mode dominates proactive planning entirely. Strategic thinking windows close under chronic distraction pressure. Social connections shift to shallow digital transactions only. Meaningful conversations fragment across async platforms. Real-world presence suffers from divided cognitive resources. Relationship depth erodes as platforms capture prime hours. Exit paths from digital ecosystems narrow steadily. Career leverage diminishes without sustained focus blocks. Learning curves flatten under scattered study sessions. Skill compounding halts when attention stays surface level. Professional networks weaken without intentional nurturing time. Dependency on app-curated information grows